I was the customer. Sort of. But kindly local helped me. Just out of college, I lived in Rochester, NY for a year, and the employees at the grocery store near me, if you know Rochester, you can guess the chain varied from barely helpful I don't know where that is and then they walk away to creepily aggressive guy wearing store uniform and a bloodstained butcher apron in the meat department. Don't bother me with that. Do I look like I work here? When I started looking to take a new job and move to a smaller, 30,000 pop city, I ended up in the same chain, but a smaller, more rural store. I was looking for something, I think it was pasta sauce, and an old lady walked up to me. She was obviously not an employee. "You look lost. Can I help you?" Yeah. First time in the store and I'm looking for the sauce. Not sure which aisle it's down. She took me by the arm and led me to the pasta aisle, all the while telling me about her favorite sauce and what she adds to it. Then, when we got there, she grabbed an employee and asked them to explain to me about the sale they had that week. The stock boy was cheerful and showed me the sale items in the aisle deal on pasta. I moved to that city and lived there for 20 years. Sometimes, a friendly customer can help, if you don't pester them. Sold a car to a lady and now she is threatening me with her law enforcement relatives. I sold my 2002 Ford Mustang to a woman in WV. I listed it on FB Marketplace and I showed the dash which had an engine check light on. She messages me and asks me if the car had any problems and Elle told her what was wrong with it according to how my mechanic had told me. So she asked me to bring the car to her so she can see it cause she wanted a car for her daughter. So, Elle took the car to her yesterday morning. She had a guy with her and he just checked the hood and she peeped inside the car, didn't even open the door or drive it. And the guy told her to, but it and she said Elle should get the tittle and bring the car back cause Elle had left it at home, so Elle did just that, brought the car and tittle back. She cash apped me the money. I sign up over the tittle and give her the keys to the car. Elle left. About an hour later she texts me telling me that the key won't turn over. I messaged her back and told her that I was impossible, that the car won't turn over, and Elle tried to help her. Then we agreed Elle was gonna go and check it last night after my shift, but Elle messaged her cause Elle couldn't go. I woke up this morning to her threatening me saying that her sister and brother-in-law are cops and they were gonna make sure she gets her car back. So me now being curious about the situation, Elle went back to her workplace to look at the car and the key is turning over but nothing is coming on the car, not even the lights on the dash. I think they did something cause Elle had proof that the car was in perfect running condition despite the problems it had. So Elle need advice on what to do cause I'm not from the US and Elle can't afford any of this drama coming my way. RN. Tifu by saying foreplay instead of roleplay to my 6th grade class. I'm a 6th grade teacher and I wanted my class to do an activity. Basically their job was to roleplay as a detectives and solve puzzles. I do these types of activities with my class so they can learn critical thinking from a young age and always look at problems from all the angles. Anyways, I was speaking to my class, and I said, "Class, today, we'll be foreplaying as detectives and solve puzzles." I quickly realized what I said and managed to correct myself, and since they're children, I doubt they know what that means. Hopefully they don't blab that word to anyone else. I told the class, "Oh sorry, I mean roleplay class, you need to pretend that you're detectives and solve the puzzles I give you." Internally I was screaming, TL doctor accidentally said foreplay instead of roleplay to my class. Us Navy MC. So this comes from a former co-worker who worked in the catapult shop on a USN supercarrier. New man is assigned to the shop, given typical runaround hazing. Eventually is told to go retrieve a portable padai. For those who don't know, a padai is what you chain down aircraft to so they don't blow off the deck when the carrier is steaming at 30 knots into a 40-knot gale. They are not portable in any sense except that of a moving 100,000-ton vessel. So new guy disappears for 4 days. They are getting worried and seriously thinking about reporting him AWOL. Hard to do underway. But it's a floating city when he comes strolling in with 4 machinist mates having simultaneous aneurysms from carrying his creation. You see, he had, in fact, created a portable padai. He had gone down to the machine shop and had them look up the regulations and specs and fab one up out of stores. It was so heavy that just carrying it was bending the bar stock they welded on for handles. Needless to say, that was the end of the fetch quests. Edit. Supercarriers displace about 100,000 tons, not 1,000,000. You need a better corporate image. Boss went on a major PR crusade last week about company image. He pulled me aside one day and told me my profile picture, just a casual selfie I took at the park, was completely unprofessional and actively hurting the company's image. He ordered me to get a proper professional photo ASAP, making it sound like this was some kind of urgent crisis. Being both broke and pretty annoyed at this point, I figured I'd take the path of least resistance. I did some searching and I found one of those online headshot photo generators. Just wanted something cheap that looked corporate enough to get him off my back. I chose the best result from the bunch, swapped out my profile photo, boom, done. Plot twist. He absolutely loved it. Not only did he approve it, But he sent out this enthusiastic email to the entire office showcasing my incredible new professional photo and praising my commitment to excellence. Now he's using me as an example of taking initiative and understanding corporate image. The irony is killing me. Some of my coworkers definitely caught on though. One of them walked by my desk and said, "Nice profile photo op," with the most sarcastic smile I've ever seen. Pretty sure 10 the office knows it's I generated at this point. Maybe that's because they already have one themselves. I'm honestly torn between laughing and cringing. How long until he realizes my hair color is different? Part of me feels like I should eventually swap it for a real photo, but another part thinks it's not worth the hassle since he's so happy with this one. And even I can't believe it's not a real photo sometimes. Not sure if I should even bother worrying about it at this point.